Clinton was busy not discussing Iraq and Iowa this afternoon. While that was happening, House Minority Leader Nancy Pelosi was reminding candidates of both parties that plenty of people, herself included, oppose the Iraq war. And not just knowing what we know now, but knowing what we knew then.
To hear this conversation of knowing what we know now, no, knowing what we knew then. No. It was wrong, and it was misrepresented by the Bush-Cheney administration to the American people. And I think that we have to get the record straight on that.
Okay, Sam, this seems vaguely problematic for one of the Democratic leaders in Congress saying this, because as we know, Hillary Clinton also voted for the Iraq war. I mean, this does not necessarily make things any easier for Democrats.
Yeah, and I mean, we don't have to go that far back to know that this trips up Hillary Clinton. It was 2008, yes. And this was her undoing. And she addressed, obviously, this element in her book, but that was just in her book. Obviously, at some point in time, she's going to need to talk about it. She'll have to have her sort of mea culpa in public. I don't know how well that's going to go over, because this is sort of the seminal, fundamental question about where you stand as a foreign policy commander-in-chief. And if we're all in agreement now, apparently, that it was a mistake in retrospect, then it's true that she failed one of the most significant tests of her career.
McKay, there is the sense that we haven't gathered around the proverbial psychiatrist's armchair to truly talk as a country about mistakes that were made in Iraq, and I think Sam is right. I want to know where Hillary Clinton is on this. 38,000 minutes. I don't usually measure my life in minutes, but 38,000 minutes is a lot of minutes. Does it matter that she's not taking questions from the press?
Well, every presidential campaign cycle, we go through this with different candidates. Mitt Romney obviously went long stretches without answering questions. The trick for Hillary Clinton and candidates like her is you have to wait till the moment that the coverage about your lack of answers gets worse than the coverage that might follow your answers.
There are countdown clocks on the Washington Post.
Yeah, no, exactly.
There it is.
And that's on the Washington Post. I think we're reaching the tipping point where she's going to have to answer a question. I wouldn't be surprised if it's in the next couple days.
Do you think this is like, I mean, are we judging her more? Are we more stringent about this, the minute-by-minute count, because it's Hillary Clinton, because of the shroud of secrecy, quote-unquote, that follows it?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's part of it. I also think it's just a fact that she's a declared candidate for the presidency. When you compare her to all the other declared candidates for the presidency, of which there are a ton on the Republican side and a few, more fringe candidates on the left, they're all taking questions every day. They're talking to the media constantly, and they're tripping up. So I think for Hillary, she's like, yeah, this is bad, but at least I'm not, like, stumbling over Iraq answers, right?
Let's also remember that, this is a person who has kind of an issue with transparency. That's
well, but that's what I'm saying. I mean, I think
it's not just a matter of not answering questions.
A double evil because
the narrative,
exactly.
She can do this for as long as Democrats don't punish her for it. Do Democrats want to sit back and have a coronation or not, is the question. And if she's going to sit back and not going to get punished, why should she answer?
Will they let it get to 40,000 minutes?